So, hello, my impatiens. How are you all doing? Uh, Good afternoon. How art thou? How art thou? So, something that peeves, it just doesn't matter. Stop talking about my parents. So, I hope people will join and engage with me. I certainly unbanned everybody, so nobody's restricted at the moment. Nobody is restricted at the moment, so that kind of probably means people may join. And plus, I'm assuming a lot of my fans come from New York, and it's kind of a gloomy, rainy, crummy kind of day in New York. So I'm assuming a lot of people are home. Um, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I asked my mother if she wanted to do artwork with me today, but she didn't really want to. I was going to do artwork with her today. I was going to see a friend, but he canceled because of the weather. So yeah, I'm just hanging out. Basically, I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out and live streaming for everybody. Now you guys need to start filing in. You need to be at my beck and call. Otherwise I'm just going to get back into my underwear and lie in bed. And you don't want me to do that. You don't want me to just lie in bed in my underwear. Come in, join, ask questions, please. La 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 la. All right. I guess you guys can't be at my beck and call, all the time. I mean, I can't expect you to just come filing in, like in droves when I go live. Somebody, it just doesn't matter. So, has anybody ever seen the Alice in Chains Unplugged performance? I was watching it. Actually, I was working out and watching it at the gym. And, Lane Staley, in the video, he looks cartoonishly sick. Everybody else in the band looks like human beings, but he almost doesn't look real. I think he was really sick on heroin, or something like that. I'm not a music expert, but is he really contributing much to the Alice in Chains performance at the Unplugged? Or is he just kind of sitting there like this is a funeral and I'm going to die soon? Because to me, it appeared like he was just sitting there like it was his funeral. I'm not a music expert, so I can't really interpret what was going on there. But yeah, he definitely looked cartoonishly sick. Yeah, TB, are you familiar with Alice in Chains? What is your expertise when it comes to Alice in Chains? He says he's only vaguely. Okay, so are you a music expert, TB? Are you familiar with their Unplugged performance? TB says, I think Lane Staley may have been on heroin. Yes. I believe that's well established. He may have been badly addicted to heroin and dying. Yes. That's obviously not good. He died a slow, excruciating death. Lane. Yeah, man. Yes, he says drugs are bad. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Abstain from them. I mean, every now and then I'll get alcohol, but yeah, if you turn to hardcore drugs like heroin, you get addicted, and you may even wind up like Lane Staley, and that's not good. It's just not good, We get. TV says the hardest thing I'll have is a hard seltzer. Yeah. Don't get more hardcore than that. So obviously, I'm kind of my equipment, my camera, my DSLR is kind of old. And I asked my mother because for some reason she said she would give me $2,000. I'm not sure why, but I'm certainly not complaining. If she would get me a new camera, one that's about $2,000, because the camera I currently have, I got in 2019. It's very low end, it's very dated, and we'll see if it happens. I'm hopeful it may. You know, I'm really I'd be excited to get a new video camera. I'm gonna go with Nikon. Camera picked out. It's just really up to my mom to buy it. Oh no, it says my connection is unstable. Oh, can people read me? It said my connection was unstable for some reason. I don't know if the weather is like. Somebody said, "How much is the DSLR?" Well, it's a little over $2,000. Not too much over $2,000. Somebody says, "Will your mother complain about the cost?" Well, she of course she will. She'll complain like, this is too expensive for me, Andrew. But maybe she'll buy it this time. For some reason, she's thinking about giving me $2,000. I don't know. I don't know if she came into some money or what the story is, but I'm certainly not complaining because I want a new camera. Somebody says you're spotty here. I don't know if it's the rain or what the story is. Um, is my Wi-Fi jittery here today? I think it's raining outside, and maybe that's affecting my Wi-Fi here. Am I coming in choppy? Uh, anybody here? TB says a little bit choppy, dude. A little bit choppy. Damn it! Somebody says it just buffers sometimes. Yeah, just communicate. If I'm having issues, oh, damn it! It seems like my Wi-Fi is going bad. Ooh. So I've put on some weight, which is kind of disappointing. I was fitting into size 32 jeans, and now they're too tight on me, and I'm up to 33 size jeans. I guess it's the eating and the pancakes and the syrup. That's okay though. I'm not necessarily fat. I just put on a pant size. I'm kind of upset about that. But what are you gonna do? I guess I can work out harder and eat less. You got to weigh the pros and cons here. What do you want to do? Eat and enjoy life and be healthy, or you know, eat a lot less and exercise? And I like to eat, and there's nothing wrong with that. TV says, plus it's cold outside, so it's okay to be a little fat. It's okay to be a little chunky. It's okay. It's nothing to worry about. So it says, eat salad in the summertime. Get nice and into bathing suit weather. Get into speedo, weather. We got Hess in the house. He says, "Great to see you again. Good to see you, Hess. Good to see you. Good to see you." All right. What are your guys' plans for the day? I'm thinking about getting back into my underwear and lying in bed. I got nothing to do. I wanted to do artwork with my mother. I don't think she's going to do it with me though. La, 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 la. But besides, I feel like my mother and stepfather make fun of me when I interact with them anyway. Like they make fun of me for being stupid and and a burden and annoying, and it's just like they mock me. It's like I'm one big inside joke to them, and I just don't want to deal with that either. So maybe just avoid them. Doing artwork with them. Yes, yes, I'm not seeing friends today. Yes, yes, it would be good to interact with somebody, but also they irritate me and they get on my nerves and they make fun of me and they bully me. So just avoid doing that too. So he says, how do they make fun? Well, like when I pick up the phone and call my stepfather, he can't even fake. He just seems disgusted. He's even talking to me like he's disgusted. I'm even talking to him. Like, and when I call my mother, for example, like I feel like she's mocking me, like, and I feel like my stepfather's in the room and she's talking to him as if I'm an idiot and stupid. I just feel like they're condescending, they're critical, and they're making fun of me. In the other room while I'm calling them. I just feel like they're mocking me. Like they're behaving like I have neurological damage, like I'm a pudding head. They're just making fun of me. It's just what they're doing. And yes, it would be good to interact and do artwork with my mom, but also just avoid them. I feel like they're monsters behind their masks. They'll deny they're doing it, but they're definitely making fun of me. But what are you gonna do? It's just condescending. They talk to me like I'm a simpleton. It's just condescending. And my stepfather, when he talks to me with disgust. Like he doesn't even like he talks to me like, oh, I don't even want to talk to Andrew. Like he has like disgust. But yeah, so while I do want to do artwork with my mother, just avoid it. Do it with my art class buddies. Somebody says he talks to me worse than a dog. Yeah, interestingly enough, when he was yelling at the dog Kylie, the miniature golden doodle, uh, you know, and abusing her, in my opinion, my psychiatrist at the time said, You're kind of like a metaphor for that abused dog." I would say, like, treat the dog with love, treat it with empathy, care for the dog, love the dog. Don't abuse the dog. And he said, "Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, I mean, even though you may not realize it, you're the dog. You know what I mean? You're the dog that's getting abused by Dale. You know." I mean, I know my mother and stepfather would say he was not abusing the dog, but I think he was. TV says, "You're the man now. You get into." Ultimately, the answer is get out of their home, get independent. But what are you going to do? YTMND. Yeah, that website is kind of irrelevant now. Somebody says, "You the man now, dog." Um, Interestingly enough, one of the first videos I uploaded there was called Organic Orange Juice. And I titled it Andrew William Koloski. And I thought that was going to lead to me being a pop star, a superstar, and lead to me getting famous. Somebody would discover organic orange juice and say, "Wow, we need to make this guy a celebrity." But that never happened. Yeah, Pizza Pasta says organic orange juice is a banger, though. Yeah, this was like I don't know if it was like 2006 or 2007 or 2008. It wasn't as you know elaborate as it was in basically I just said organic orange juice. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey. I don't even have the clip saved anymore. Maybe it's. I mean, they say the internet is forever, so maybe it still exists. But organic orange juice was one of the first songs I created. So this is organic orange juice my first song? Well, I created a lot of songs when I was in middle school and elementary school. For example, the song, Lick My Oh, that was obviously inspired by D-Generation X and their whole Suck It thing. There's other songs I created when I was in elementary school and middle school. What are some others? But yeah, I think also I like to run was one of my first ones. Gluttony in the USA was one of my first ones. Dogs Are Only Here for Love dates back to elementary school. Not the dog sin, but Dogs Are Only Here for Love. Somebody says, have we heard I Like to Run? I don't do it too much because it's really not good. I was a runner at the time. So, a quick rendition. I like to run, 'cause running is fun. There is one exercise I really enjoy. The exercise is very interesting. It's because I like to run. I like to run. Now you see the exercise of choice. Exercise, 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 exercise. Oh, there is one thing that I truly enjoy. One thing that is great. Guess what I like to do? I bet you will never guess. I like to run. I like to run, 'cause running is fun. That was one of my first songs. I wouldn't even consider that a song really though. But yeah, that was a big hit. A big hit in the UK, as they say. You know, that was a big hit in the UK. Somebody says you should sing the Sex Pistols song "Anarchy in the UK." I guess so. I'm not going to do it now, though. I'm not going to do it now, though. Basically, I want honesty and transparency. Is there anything, like, are people withholding communication from me, or do you think everybody's being honest and transparent with me? Do you think people are refusing to communicate with me? Like, I feel like my cousins, aunts, uncles, step family were all living like a rich existence, and my parents were torturing me. It's like, just admit it. Just admit the secrets. Somebody just say it. But apparently, there's nothing to say. Do you think I was betrayed and people have betrayed me, or do you think like or do you think yeah you just yeah, it's like just communicate. Nobody wants to communicate with me. I know my father says all has been communicated to you many times. Please listen. There was no betrayal. Everybody's being honest and transparent with you. So try to believe there's nothing to communicate. So he says, why won't they talk to me? I don't know. I don't really know why. Maybe I suspect it's because the hidden realities will make me really angry, and they don't want to deal with the consequences of telling me about their betrayal. So they just avoid accountability. They just avoid disclosing what they've done, even though that's what I suspect. Mippets, I unblocked you, and you're going to be banned immediately. I feel like my parents are lying to me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Maybe it's, if you don't want to get banned, just lighten up, dude. What are they lying about? Well, I think there's major lies when it comes to my cousins, aunts, uncles, and step family. That's for sure. You know, I think there's definitely secrets when it comes to my family. Obviously, I don't know if they were like living privileged, wealthy existences, but the kernel of truth is I've had no relationship with them for the past 25 years. I don't know if they knew famous or interesting people and rich people, but I certainly had no relationship with them. A Pizza Pasta says, at this point, I believe your parents are lying when they say that they love you. I think that they did love you, but now they resent you for all you've put them through. Okay. Oh no, we got a Boss Man Jack raid. Damn it. Why is my live stream getting raided here? Damn it. Damn it. Oh no, we're getting raided. We're getting raided by bots. Here we go again. We're getting raided. Why are they doing this? Like, what is the point of raiding my live stream? Is it just to piss me off? Like, what is the purpose here? Like, why are they raiding me? Like what are they doing? Like, I mean, I get to annoy people and to peeve people, but like, what is Boss Man actually doing here? Like, what's the purpose of this? Just to sabotage and end the live stream? Like what's he doing? So he says he's the nefarious boss man. I guess so. Although I do like the fact that I'm getting a lot of likes, a lot of viewers. So he says, "Do you think this is politically motivated?" No, I don't think so. I don't see why you would think the rate of my live stream would be politically motivated. Somebody says, "Just ignore him and enjoy the boost in the algorithm." Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Somebody says, it's like they're rating my live stream to force me to be independent. Yeah, ultimately, independence is the answer. Boss Man Jack. I hate the Boss Man Jack. I hate him. All right. Somebody says, I think they're agents from your mother, Christine, the Warden Norton, sabotaging you because you're revealing the truth. Yeah, I don't. So he says, Have you looked into any apartments for independent living in Long Island? Well, I know some of my friends live in independent apartments, and perhaps I could ask them about it. So it's certainly a good idea. It's certainly a good idea. All right. The dastardly boss man, Jack. The dastardly boss man, Jack. Yes, it would be nice to get a girlfriend who cooks me some good food. And somebody says, would you be able to thrive in a group home setting? I don't know. I don't know. La 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 la. Somebody says, would you be allowed crayons in a group home? I hope so, because I like to do artwork, so I hope so. Somebody says, somebody can't get you a job, but they can show you how to get one. You can't lead a horse to water. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make the horse drink. Ultimately, you need to want to get the job. No, 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 no. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going here. I mean, somebody says, obviously, you have over 1,000 people watching you. I know they're mostly bots, but maybe I shouldn't be so quick to bail here. Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to bail. TV says you can lead a schizoaffective to Lamictal, but you can't make him delusion free. Well, my mother certainly forced me to take the medication for many years. She tried controlling me. She threatened me with homelessness or a group home if I didn't take the medications. So you can kind of force them, but ultimately, when the person gets some distance, they're gonna rebel against being over medicated because of how they were forced to take the medications for so many years. So I disagree. I think my mother definitely forced me. It was not my choice to take that much medication, but you know, that's my feeling. My mother forced me of medications. I know she says you would have been in jail. You were physical with me. You beat me. She says you beat me up in 2011, so you needed the medications. But yeah, I did not want to take those medications. I was on like the whole pharmacy. She was forcing me to take it. I know they say you had she did not have nefarious intentions to get you to overdose and go into a coma accidentally or, you know, cause neurological damage or cancer. Her intentions were good. They were to help you, not to hurt you. And Dr. Copland says he never had nefarious intentions with the medications either, but it definitely was not my choice. It definitely was not my choice. Dr. Copland says the medications do not cause cancer or neurological in any way. The opposite is true. Untreated mood disorders cause inflammation in the brain. And if you take the mood stabilizing medications, it quells the inflammation. Actually, taking meds prevents cancer. That's what the doctor says. I mean, it seems unnatural to me, but that's his narrative. Somebody says, did they pin you down and force you to take the medications? My mother might as well have. I mean, she didn't literally like Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, force me to put the drugs on. But yeah, she forced me to take the medications. I mean, just admit it. I mean, even if her intentions were not nefarious, my mother forced me to take the medications. I mean, let's just call a spade here. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, I'll accept her intentions were not nefarious, and Dr. Copland's intentions were not nefarious. They were to help me, but it was not my choice. You know, like I'll accept they did not have nefarious intentions. And their intentions were not to torture me. I'll accept that. Their intentions were to help me, but it definitely was not my choice to take that mega regimen of medication. Somebody says, "Be real for a minute. Don't you feel like you need medication to be more stable, to be like a normal person?" I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Maybe some medications might be necessary. I get lost, Mippets. It's probably my mother just trying to deny what she did. Just get lost, Mippets. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm told my mother wasn't a pharmacological abuser or a bully. Her intentions were to help me, but I was definitely over medicated, in my opinion. Yeah, Mippet Scott is the first to get banned. He was just he or she was just too over the top. Let's just admit it. I mean, basically, my mother forced me to take those medications. Let's just admit it. I mean, you could say her intentions were not to torture me and they were to help me. I'll accept that, but she forced me to take those meds. Somebody says, "Let's call a spade a spade." Nippets overstepped the mark, and as a result, they're banned. Somebody says, "Why focus on it?" Because I want the truth. I want the truth, Rick. And if people are trying to say I wanted to take that much medication, the whole pharmacy taking the whole pharmacy was my choice. That's just bullshit. No way I wanted to take that. I mean, if my parents intended to help me, well, okay. But trying to rewrite history that was my choice. I wanted to do that. That's bullshit. Come on. Somebody says, "Do you feel like you were Dr. Mario with those pills?" I guess so. Yeah. So, Rick says, "I've been asking over and over again if my girlfriend has been cheating on him. She ain't ever gonna admit. Whatever. We got a mom raid. Who's mom? We got a mom raid. Somebody says, "Christine, stop." Mom raid is worse than the Boss Man Jack raid. We got a mom raid. Yeah. So the bots are at it again. The bots are at it again. That's for sure. I could take a walk, man. I think it's raining though. I think it's raining. I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into my underwear and lie in bed again. Yeah. Somebody says what? Yeah. Maybe I'll get back into bed. All right, guys. Any last questions for me, or should I hit the bricks here and peace out? I don't really like when people call me a pudding head. I feel like the medications caused neurological damage, despite Copland saying they do not or did not render me a vegetable mind. So yeah, don't call me a pudding head. But Rick says, "Do you ever look for sugar mamas anymore, or did you give up on that entirely?" Well, I don't really go on those websites. I'm like 38. I mean, I still think I'm handsome, but I'm getting kind of old. I think they want I'm getting kind of old for that, right? I mean, I still think I'm a handsome guy. I'm not ugly, but so I mean, TV says you look like a young Tom Cruise. Yeah, maybe I could go back. No, what are the big websites for that now? Anybody have any good websites? So she's trying to meet a nice lady in her 50s who has millions or billions of dollars. What's a good website for that? Anybody? You're the risky business arrow, Tom Cruise. What's a good website? I don't really know. So he says plenty of fish. No, that's TV says MILF Magnet is a good website. What is MILF Magnet? I've never heard of it. Is it free, or do you have to pay money to sign up for MILF Magnet? MILF Magnet. Let's check this out. MILF Magnet. MILF Magnet. I'm not seeing a MILF Magnet. Yeah. Share the link in the Discord. Somebody says they're probably all scams these days. Yeah, it seems like everybody is interested in getting your bank information, and they want your bank account, and they want to get money from you, and they're like, oh, in order to it seems like they're all scam artists. It seems like nobody's real. Nobody, you know what I mean? It seems like they're all fake for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions, but it seems like everybody on the website's a scam artist and fake and a bot. So he says, "Have you ever met a woman from online?" Yeah, so with websites like Match.com that you have to pay for. Somebody says it's a good thing that you don't have any money to be scammed out of. Still, they try to scam you out of money. They're like, "Oh, what's your bank account?" It's like, and they basically want to dupe you out of money. TV says if they knew you had less than $2,000, oh, believe me, I have less than $1,000. But I mean, if they knew you had less than $1,000 to your name, they wouldn't even bother. Powwow asks, "How you feeling recently?" I go through cycles, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Right now, I'm feeling kind of chipper. I'm kind of having a chipper live stream. I mean, I had a little bit of a blip with complaining about my parents, but right now I'm doing kind of good. I'm good. I'm kind of chipper. Mavis says, go on these websites, put broke in your description. And somebody says, ultimately, yeah. All right. A young broke Tom Cruise. Maybe I could be a Tom Cruise with plenty of money soon. Hopefully, I can make some money. Because I definitely have no money. Yeah, somebody says that would be a good username on the Sugar Mama and Cougar websites. Young broke Tom Cruise. That's a good. It's good. That could be a good handle, guys. That could be a good handle. The young broke Tom Cruise. Yeah. Rick asks, "Are you monetized on YouTube? Could you make a viral video and get paid?" I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I don't know how much YouTube would pay, but yeah, hopefully they could pay. Somebody says Dookie Bus handle driver would be a good handle too. We're trying to make people really. I think Tom Cruise would attract them more than the Dookie Bus driver. The young broke Tom Cruise. All right. Somebody wants a rendition of Dookie Bus. I'm not in the singing mood, but I'll give you a quick one. The Dookie Bus, the Dookie Bus. I'm riding the Dookie Bus to my mental health recovery program. The shit bus, the short bus. Everybody on the Dookie Bus has bad hygiene. They pick their nose and wipe it on the seats. The Dookie Bus, the Dookie Bus. I'm riding the Dookie Bus. I protest I'm too high functioning for the Dookie Bus. I should be a millionaire or a billionaire. And they say your executive functioning is determined by your level of functioning at the moment. And right now, you're not functioning too highly. You need the Dookie Bus. You need your mental health recovery programs. So ride the Dookie Bus to Resource Room. Rick asks, Andrew Koloski's comedy is a good channel. Do you plan on uploading any new performances? I guess I could do comedy with my art class friend this Friday and get it recorded. I mean, we've been putting it off for weeks. I guess I could prepare jokes and practice and try it. I know some people like my stand-up comedy and they want to see more from me. In fact, it's some of the best content on my channel. I just got to get motivated. Obviously jokes don't write themselves. You got to, write the jokes, rehearse the jokes, practice the jokes. And I'm just lazy. And besides, I'm not really feeling too funny either. Somebody says, you've been putting it off for a while. So, yeah. That's a fair point. I know people like the stand-up comedy performances and the video packages, but also, uh, you know, somebody wants a bit of stand-up comedy. You can't just go into bits and jokes. I can't do that right now. I got to be in the mood, and I haven't been in the mood in months. I've lost my spark. I've lost my chipper energy. So I got to regain that before I get back into comedy. You know. So, Gecko Cujo says sometimes the good feeling comes after hard work. You had great momentum with your comedy. Yeah, there for a while I was doing it every week, but then I just gave up. Somebody says, "Where did you lose your spark?" Obviously, I would say, you know, since being single for years, I think maybe the HIV accident in January 2020 helped me lose my spark a little bit. Being involuntarily celibate for years, being isolated. I mean, a lot of things helped me lose my spark. But hopefully I regain the sparkle in my eyes and I come alive again. That's just what I'm hopeful for. That's just what I'm hopeful for. So he says, you lose the spark when you end the dry spell. Yeah, I hope so. And obviously, don't communicate to your next romantic partner how you took HIV PrEP. That's not a marker for having been HIV positive. And there's nothing to communicate or say. Just you know, just. Woo! Yeah, where are these bots from? Yeah, somebody says these bots might be from India. Maybe Boss Man Jack's an Indian. I'm hungry. I wonder what my mom's making for dinner tonight. I'm hungry. Somebody says, have you got any songs about cows? I don't think I have any songs about cows. No, not necessarily. TV. All right, I think I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching. We got Gordon Freeman himself in the house. Hey, Gordon Freeman. What Gordon Freeman, what happened to Adrian Shepard? What happened to Adrian Shepard from Opposing Force? That's what I want to know. Is he Gordon Freeman says Adrian Shepard is dead. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, what a pity. What a pity. What happened to Adrian Shepard, Gordon Freeman? What happened to Adrian Shepard? Rest in peace, Adrian Shepard. Rest in peace. Somebody says goodbye, Andrew. Have a good dinner later. Okay, adios, my amigos and amigas. Somebody says this sweater isn't flattering. It looks like you have man boobs. Okay, I guess I could. I don't know. I mean, do you don't think this sweater looks good on me? Uh, Whatever. Somebody says this sweater looks bad on me. You don't like the way this looks on me, guys? I know Erie also said a few weeks ago that these pants make me look. These pants make me look like I have on a diaper. I know my mother got this for me for Christmas, and I thought it would look good. I like the way it looks. Do you think this makes me look like I have on a diaper? It was kind of cool. Somebody said it was. I liked it, but somebody says this outfit isn't very flattering on you. Somebody says give us a twirl. Give us a little twirl. Okay, yeah, check this out. Give us a little twirl. So people don't like this outfit on me. Somebody says it looks like a diaper on you. All right, so you don't recommend wearing this much anymore? I don't know. I just got it for Christmas. It's a brand new. It's brand new attire. I liked it, but yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So this is how big is my room? Well, it's big enough, but not that big. It's kind of small, actually, to be honest with you. There's nothing behind the refrigerator. There is nothing behind the refrigerator. So yeah, I haven't punched a hole in the wall in over a year. Yeah, there used to be a new hole every week. Now I'm doing better with that. That's a good thing. I guess that means I'm getting more stable. Somebody says, do the stroke. Oh, he's doing the stroke. Oh God, the stroke. Yeah, the stroke. Oh God. Yeah, that's my poolside dancing dance there. Somebody says, "Do you have a TV in here?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got a TV in here. There's this hell yeah, hell yeah. There's this nice dance. All right, guys. The bed is over there. This is one of the poolside dances where there were others, but at this moment, I think I'm going to end the live stream. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon. Adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out. And you really don't like this sweater? You really wouldn't wear this sweater? Somebody says it makes me look like I have man boobs. TB, what's your thought on this sweater? Do you think it looks cool? Bill says he likes it. Okay, somebody likes it. TB says it looks pretty good. Okay, if TB thinks it looks good, that's a good thing. All right, adios, guys.